The first time I heard of you was you advertising your own comedy show in the US. JoJo Showcali is very well learned. JoJo Showcali has, last I checked, 5 degrees za kusoma kwa shule. As far as education is concerned, I can call him global warming. Manze, degree tano. Tuanze na degree tano. Degrees in what?
Once I left Bulubulu,
yes,
I went to US. I thought US was just a single country like Kenya.
Yes, yes, yes.
With one airport.
Yes.
So I actually landed in Chicago.
Yes.
And you cannot say Chicago.
Yes.
Chicago.
Chicago.
I was going to Kansas City, so I had to take another plane, kama matatu, $70. Then I went to Northwest Missouri State University. When I got there, I had actually I went with Mutuba clothes.
Ukakutana na mzungu mwenye alikuwa amezileta huku.
Yes, wakaanza kusema niliimba manguo zao.
Yes.
But I went to do chemistry.
Yes.
My I-20 said I was going to do chemistry.
Yes.
So I was doing chemistry. I was good in science in my secondary school, Kialidhaina High School. So I'm doing chemistry classes. I'm also trying how to survive because I got there with $500. When I did chemistry for like 3 years, I realized I had done a lot of general classes that if I took another degree of mathematics, I was pretty good in math, I could graduate with 2 degrees. I'm taking these mathematics classes. There are also some general classes you're supposed to take about computer science.
Yes.
I realized all these general classes, you can take them and then take something called the electives for that particular degree. So I ended up graduating with 3 degrees. Chemistry, mathematics, and computer science.
Okay.
You're wondering where the other 2?
Yes. Story for another time.
Sure.
So then we go back now. Yes. Before you land in Chicago, how do you get the idea to travel to the US?
I was very disappointed graduating with a B and then not making it to campus. First of all, no money. I'm from the village. Life is hard, but I'm pushing it. You know, my mind could not go past the village, past Central Province.
Yes.
But I wanted to go to school. I knew that I wanted to go to school. But I left, you know, I graduated high school, then had to make money. I started digging for coffee for people. And I remember making 500 shillings. With that 500 shillings, I did not have enough clothes. You know, people in Chags, you know, it's very hard to get money in Chags. I bought 5 pairs of pants, 5 pairs of shirts at Mutumba. Then I go back to the village, and my friends in the village, they realize, wait a minute, this guy is dressing good. Back then, Mutumba was not all that. So I saw they like my clothes. I was buying 5 shillings. I started selling them for 20.
You were wearing Kingori back then. When was this?
I was actually not wearing Kingori because you look like you wear the new clothes.
Kingori is in the 5 shillings. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Volvo.
Huh? Yes, yes.
Or is it King Ori?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Mutuba was a kasha, a swag, you know? Nice clothes, different clothes. Nobody else is wearing what you're wearing. So, me, I was done with digging. I hated being on the soil. I was done with digging. I started going back to Mtush, that is in Nyeri, and going back to the village. Go buy clothes in Mtush, go back to the village, sell them higher.
Which market is this?
It's called Kamukonji.
Kamukonji, okay.
Kamukonji
yes.
grounds.
Yes.
That's where my luck started.
Okay.
Because next I'm selling shoes. Next in Kamukonji, I find a friend of mine who's called Mwangi. He's selling camera. And he see the way I was picking shoes or clothes at Mutuba, because they would let me pick the shoes and clothes and take them to the village without paying. Then once I sell it, I would come back and give the money back. This guy called Mwangi told me, you know what, you don't have to go back to the village. Just come and put your stuff right next to me. That was my brother. Now it's camera time. I started making some money. I even opened a bank account. And after opening a bank account, that's when money started coming. I started coming to Gikoba to do selection. Gikoba doing selection, taking them back to Nyeri. Oh, I started making some good money. Because I'm buying a pants for 100, I'm selling 500. Now a young boy has started getting money. I go to Bulubulu. And I'm going to Bulubulu to see a Fred. Then I realize, wait a minute. Bulu wako mbele. You know, these guys, they love these clothes more than the village. So I started getting camera from Gikoba to Bulubulu, number 58, where he used to turn. We're talking about 1996.
Whoa.
1996.
Okay.
You know, could look young, but I think I'm a grandfather to some of you.
Okay.
So I'm at 58. Now I've started, I cannot even speak Sheng. You know, I'm village boy. But, you know, there's a lot of people in Nairobi. So I start becoming a Buru too. I'm selling, but people in Buru go to United States of America. So I start wondering, so and so was here. And now you're telling me they went to US? How? And I realized I can do it too. So I started following the process. I don't even know whether they do TOEFL. I don't know. I don't have any information. Information is power. So I started the process without money. That is not the first rodeo. I have done those kind of rodeos a lot in my life. I went to Hollywood the same way. I went to Dallas, Texas the same way. Going somewhere you don't have anything, you just go and you know, life is so unbearable where you are. You have a goal and you have to go achieve it. These rodeos have taught me that, you know, anybody, just believe in yourself. Work on it and be busy. Don't be idle.
Okay. We are at Buruburu.
Yes, sir.
You start the process for going, the process of traveling to America. Where do you start? Without money?
Without money. First of all, you just start getting this information. And then you believe that your Almighty who created you, there will be something that will come along the way. You know, every process. So I'm starting this process. I had read a book called Think and Grow Rich. I had read it back in 1990. Think and Grow Rich tells you, keep working on it. Don't sleep. Keep working on it. Something is going to happen. You are going to attract more energy to whatever you are trying to achieve. So I keep going. But where is the money going to come from? I'm thinking. I started collecting the money from our village. You know, you make those flyers. They are printed. And then you start taking them to people in the village. You tell them you are going to US. You don't even have the I-20. But you have started the process. You believe in yourself it's going to happen somehow, some way. You know, people are saying I'm mad. Oh, he's crazy. He wants to get this money and go to Mombasa. But I kept on it. And I don't even have nobody to give me the bank statement to be a sponsor. I don't even know someone with 10,000 Kenya shillings. Bank statement requires like 200,000. You have to show a balance of 200,000.
Why is that?
They don't want you to go to America and become a disgrace.
So they assume that this person's bank statement, they assume that this person's bank statement is your backup. If you go to the US and go broke, this person will give you something from the 200,000.
So they think. But the thing is, sometimes in life, you just want to accomplish something, one thing at a time. The other problem, utaenda kudilinaya bele.
Yes.
So that's how it is, you know, get someone to become your sponsor.
So
They really don't understand what they are signing. But you know
they
that
just want to go to the US.
Yeah, you just want to go to the US. Bad. Because life, you know, you want to continue school. And then, you know, the people in the US, they keep sending dollars to other people here, you know. And you're like, man, I can't make it in Kenya. I need to go somewhere. So
You raise the money?
well, that's another part. I was raising the money in the village, but it was not enough. So at Kamukoji Cloud, the Mutuba guys and the Tani boys, now the Tani boys know me. I'm selling shoes, shirts, pants to the town boys, nearly town. You know, now I become a part and parcel of them. So, cause now I don't have money, and you know, the school is sending me. You know, it's a process. I trained.
You had applied to join a school in the US, so now you're looking for money that can help you travel to the US.
Travel to ticket.
Okay.
You're looking for a ticket, and not only that, you know, money to spend. You know, you're just trying to get out of here. You just want to accomplish. Oh, there's a guy who talks like that over here.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're trying to put together money for
At
the
least
ticket.
100,000.
You needed 100,000.
I needed the ticket fare was 90K at the time.
One-way ticket.
One-way ticket.
In the 90s.
In the 90s, okay. 1990, I can't say it. I can't speak English, man. 1996.
Okay.
Was 90,000. So I go to the Mutuba people and the Tani boys, and I say, you know, we have an event. We have a halabe. I'm going to US. You know what they told me? You are crazy. You are mad. People like you don't go to US. What are you talking about? Who in your family, who in your lineage has ever done something like that? But I pressed on. Wengine wanasema, wewe atakuchukua pesa anataka kwenda Mombasa.
Okay.
I pressed on. We did the halabe. Man, I'm telling you, the people who you never think that they can be of help, the pickpocketers. Wagodi, Wageta. They're the guys who came to the halabe.
So basically, Kenyans contributed by force.
Sometimes you have to use some force. Okay. But I'm telling you, you'll be shocked. You know, the people you think, oh, I see him, good looking, whatever, my friend, my best friend. They are not the ones who are going to help you. Forget it. Pickpocketers came to the halabe. And man, they had some style of collecting money. One of the pickpocketers, you remember, his name was Mwangi.
No, wait. The pickpocketers came to contribute or to collect the money
actually
at the venue. For you to collect the money for you from.
No, they actually came. They believed in me.
They believed in you more than they believed in themselves.
You bet.
Okay.
So they have a style of getting money from the crowd. I remember one of the pickpocketers. Good man. He told people, okay, what we're gonna do? We are going to keep notes. Don't bring your coins. Keep your coins to yourself. We are going to arrange this money from this end to that end. Watu wanakuja wanatoa 10 yake, mwingine 20. But the line was completed all the way to the other end. At the end of the night, even with people coming drunk like hell and causing chaos, I did the halabe at a place called Old Municipal Hall, right next to Majengo. Even when the halabe is going, there is violence that's going on.
Because people are stealing from each other.
Yeah, some are stealing from each other.
Okay.
Some are doing some other businesses. We got pimps who are selling women. You know, the business of the town. But at the end of the day, man, we came with 70,000.
70,000. Okay.
Then I go back to the village. We have not done the halabe at the village.
So as in, you actually confirmed that the 70,000 was the money that was contributed. As in, the pickpockets were off that day. As in, for your money, they didn't touch that.
The pickpocketers were my security.
Okay.
They were my security.
When you guys came to the Harambee naked, because I had pickpocketers, you can't pickpocket a naked man. But anyway, to the village. Mm-hmm. So after this, you go to the village.
I go to the village. And, you know, we arrange a halabe. Man, the people you think are going to come, the ones who you've been looking like, oh, wow, they go to church. They are everything. Same story. the people you never expected, they came to the Harambee in the village. By the way, that spot is, you know, if you look at your life back, you can see, like, you know, if you put pleasure in getting something, God will come and he'll help you. Because we raised like 30,000.
So in your case, God sent pickpockets.
Yes, sir. I never judge. I'll never judge anybody. I knew what they were doing. Mnaingia kwa mat with your coat. Ukichika coat hivi, kabla uketi chini wako huku. Because, you know, they
knew
could...
them.
Oh, yeah. No, because they could come and talk. They are talking about what they do at the spot where I was selling the clothes. But I didn't know that these guys were the ones who were going to help me eventually.
Have you ever been pickpocketed?
Not once. Oh,
But
no, I
you
was
would
not.
understand
I was
if-
never pickpocketed.
But you would understand if you were pickpocketed.
But I lost.
Kurudisha mkono.
Huh?
Once, you're saying once?
I lost money on a dollar deal.
Okay.
In Mtuba, sometimes you find dollars in the pockets. So me just coming from high school, and I see, oh, these people, they are getting dollars from the pockets, but they don't know where to go change them. Wengine wanadhani, nikienda bank kuchange hizi dollar, watanishika. People in the village are that dumb, you know, someone who is not exposed. Watadhani, hizi pesa ni kuiba, nimeiba. Me coming from the high school and thinking I'm very smart, they started bringing the dollars to me, and I'll use the back route to go to the bank, change the same dollars. Man, I think I was gonna become a pickpocketer.
So the US saved you.
The US saved me, but a Mukamba, there is a Mukamba guy who came to me, short, with a tall woman. They came and told me we're gonna do this dollar deal with me. And she has these dollars that was left to her somewhere in a very big mansion. She works there. So we work on how I'm going to come up with 30,000. I'm in October. And at the same time I'm trying to come to US. We're going to come. And then I'm looking at how much money I'm making. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. Before I knew, man, I lost 30,000.
You lost 30,000.
Yeah, without the dollars.
From the pickpockets account, or this was before the Harambee?
That's a funny one. No, not from the pickpocketers account.
Yes.
This was before
Okay.
the Harambee.
Okay.
I almost committed suicide.
Then if you were able to make as much money as 30,000 back then by yourself, why did you need a Harambee in the first place?
Well, life is interesting. I have met a poor millionaire, not one.
In Kenya or in the US?
Even in Kenya. I've met them now because, you know, I'm a Hollywood boy. You know, now I know what's up. I know the politicians in Kenya. I know the brokers here. Nawajua sana. I know life now, you know. Having 30,000 does not mean that you're going to be able to raise 100,000. Because sometimes when you chukua this 30,000, alafu you go buy clothes, and then people don't buy these clothes. So you have clothes, you have the stock, but you are poor.
You don't have money. So your pickpocket friends from the 90s, did they leave to see you live the American dream?
I don't know where they went. Because every time I go back to Nyeri, I don't see them.
So we can guess where they went.
Well, there's one of...
Okay. So you raise the money, whichever way you raise the money, a brilliant student, go to the US, you land there without money. Yes. Where did you start?
Wow. I'm telling you, man. All you gotta do is start. Don't be idle, be doing something. I go to US, all I have is $500. I go to this house. You know, the school, you cannot do anything with $500. You have come to go to college. So I go through the registration process. Now, there's a house, you know the way students live together in a house. So I go on it's called classified. You find the houses that are for rent. So I go to this one house, kuna wazungu. First of all, I don't know what they are saying. You cannot understand English. I think they are talking with their nose. Give me some water. And they are calling each other's dog. What's up, dog? And I'm like, oh, What are these people talking? You really don't understand me.
Sindio?
No way.
That's where you're going, sindio?
Yeah. I thought they were calling me a dog.
Yes.
It's a long story.
Did you dog back? Am I just... Okay.
So now I start bringing some Kenyans. Well, the first, it was very difficult. Like, I'm trying to go to this house, you know, to be very close to the school so that... But the white people in there, man, they are not accepting me. I stayed outside with my bags for like 5 hours. Wanajadili, do we let this guy in or not? Because the house has 5 bedrooms, but they have seen, no, this guy was looking for, no. But eventually, Mungu ni mkubwa. They allowed me. I stayed in that room for 4 years.
Okay.
I left that room with 3 degrees.
And where did you get the rent for that room?
That's a very good question. There are some few things you can do in America. You can wipe ass. You can work in the factories. You see, America is not like here. We have a problem, man. We need factories. I don't want to come here and see these kids. There is no factories. Then we need to have factories producing stuff where these guys can go work. In America, there are companies that you can go work. There's a lot of companies. Na ziko mpaka mashinani. So ile shule iko mashinani. I started working at school because you are not allowed to work outside the campus. I learned how to make pizza from scratch. I was cleaning the toilets with my swag of selling mtuch. You know when you're selling mtuch, the beautiful, good-looking clothes, you're in Kenya, you are everything. People are looking at you like, oh, wow, I would want his lifestyle. So imagine coming from that to go into wipe toilets and working in the kitchen, dish room. Kiatu uko na moja, inapata maji. When you're going to pick the plates, it's making some sound.
Yes. Oh,
I cried a few times.
As in you go drying when you're going to...
You wish it can dry out quick. Because all you have is one shoe. You thought, America, you know, I can just get everything the way I want. I can find the clothes. No, it's not like that, you know. But you come from dishwashing, but later on in life, you will understand why you went through that. Because in America, you have to become nobody. Completely nobody before you become someone. That was the lesson I was learning. But at the time, I was crying. What did I come to do here? I should have stayed in my village. That's what I'm telling myself in the dish room.
Okay. So how much did you make then as a dishwasher so that it becomes a better deal than what you would have gotten back in the country?
I was making $5 an hour.
$5 an hour.
That's
500 bob per hour, as in going by the current exchange rate.
Well, at the time it was something like 70-something.
Yes.
70 Kenya shillings to, you know, I'm not very exact.
Yes. So if you work for 10 hours, you have 700 shillings per
but
hour.
the dollar is very strong. And that conversion, see that conversion you're trying to do?
Yes.
One day it will come to eat you. And that is the same thing that ate me, trying to exchange dollars in Nyeri. That's how the Kamukaba got me. Short one. Please don't do that conversion.
Why?
You cannot convert the Kenya shillings to the American dollars or vice versa.
Why is that?
They are two different things. But you are going to lie to yourself, you know, about this math. But on the other side, it's a whole different ball game.
You don't convert?
No, you don't convert. Don't even try to convert.
Tell me this. If you are a dollar millionaire in the US, it's only $1 million.
Yeah, that's $1 million.
When you come back in Kenya, that's over 100 million Kenya shillings.
Yes, sir.
But there's so much you can do with 100 million Kenya shillings in the country here compared to what you can do with $1 million in the US.
I'm going to tell you this about life. A lot of people can get an opportunity. It takes genius to keep that $100 million for a year. Money, one of the properties of money is they are like, unaweka kwa mfuko, inatoka. So even that person who has a 100 million Kenya shillings, they'll go do a dubious thing. Go get buy a house, start building apartments. It does not mean you are rich. You could be a poor, you could be a poor millionaire. You could be a poor $100 million man.
I think there's something I'm not getting. If you have 100 million Kenya shillings and then you move to the US,
yes,
you have $1 million.
You have $1 million.
Is that how does the value change?
The value changes with the system. You see the system. The dollar is very strong, okay? But $1 million in US is not a lot of money either. It's not a lot of money. Once you start paying for your apartment, and then when you have money, you tend to spend it on a lot of things. You want a Lamborghini. You want a Ferrari. Oh, you want a boat now. You want a better house than someone else who is making $5, very content with their money. They can live a very good life. So money is tricky. Money is very tricky.
How many years have you been in the US?
22 years.
22 years.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, the money you are making, if you took the money you have made over time, send it back home, would you have a better life back home?
It depends. Because the system of US has companies everywhere. People can get jobs. You see? You could be having 100 million Kenya shillings here. Go live in the Westlands area, but it's not the same. It's not the same lifestyle. Because there will be some things you'll be missing. The system is not providing great education. It's not too many conmens who are going to try to take your money away. There's a lot of things that are involved. So I look at these as disparate systems. US system, Kenya system, they are disparate. But obviously with money, you're going to build a house and do all that. I built a house for my mom not too long ago.
Not too long ago?
Yeah, just the other day. I finished it the other day.
As in, it takes that much time to make it enough to build a house?
Well, it depends with opportunities. There are some other things I was doing that I could not build a house first. I pay for my sister's kids' school fees. And actually, to be sincere, one of my sisters who passed away because of HIV,
Pole sana.
her son, just today, was blessed with a baby girl, called her mom, who passed away. So today is a very big day for me, because that's my sister who was older than me. And looking at how I helped the kids go through high school, then mature to become people who can own their own businesses and be on themselves, that is a greater accomplishment than building a house.
Thank you. Congratulations. That's solid. And what's the application of the degrees that you studied for in the US? You say there are very many companies.
Yes.
Qualifying with the degrees that you have, doesn't that give you an opportunity to get a better job there?
It does, but we are not in Kenya. You are black. And these stories you hear about being black, whatever, it's Leo.
Why not bleach?
That's very You can bleach, but you see one drop of a black man, one drop. Whether you bleach, you swear your style of walking will be black.
There's actually, that's actually a thing. Like you can walk black.
Oh yeah, it's a black style. Look at something like basketball, football. Why is American basketball called NBA? Why is 90% of the people black? A very competitive sport. Because you are built different. Barack Obama, one drop of a Jaruo.
Yes.
All we talk about is Kenya in America. And that is just one sperm of a black man.
So you can't get a job because your degree is black.
You will get a job, but I don't think you're going to stay there for long if you know yourself. Because they will try to put you down.
You've ever gotten a job with your degree?
Not once. But I've
Good
been
money.
fired right and left.
No, good money.
Oh, yeah. I had $1,000.
That's 1 million shillings.
Well,
$100,000.
I had
10 million. That's 10 million.
I had 2 zeros.
Yes.
You're
That's
the
10
one who
million.
was in school last.
Yes. How comes you're running away from mathematics and you are leading in Central? Which year?
Huh?
In mathematics, which year?
Because, I'm thinking a lot.
Okay.
And you know how the lawyers get you in the court?
Uh-huh.
They give you one question. They give you like 3 questions, and they want one answer.
Yes.
That's how they get you.
Sawa. You are leading in Central which year?
It
Mathematics.
was, I graduated in 94
In 1994, you were the top
1994.
student in
in Central Province.
mathematics.
Yeah, mathematics.
Now
I
you
got an
can't-
award for that.
Can't convert 100,000. Then, what's the highest amount of money? What's the highest amount of money you've made in the US that actually made you proud, as much as you didn't like the job?
To be sincere, they hire you. They tell you your salary is $150,000 for a year, right? And you go do the job. But personally, my character, I know I'm not going to last in that job for a long time.
Or you don't go with faith?
I have faith, but I know before it's too long,
You'll
someone
be
might
fired.
end up losing their teeth.
Okay. Oh, so you go look for a job to get fired?
No, I go look for a job, but I know myself. There are some things I'm not going to take. I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass. Okay? And, I know myself. I know I'm black. And I know I'm Kenyan. And I know that I don't really need that job to survive. To answer your question, the most money I made that money on the streets of the US. Because I took river road from here to America.
So you've said a lot of things that needs to be brought to attention. Number one, we have people who've lost their teeth because of you in the US.
2 of them.
2 of them. So there are people who can't say Jesus, just Jesus, as in just because there's someone who can't say sweetheart just because they gave you a job.
No, America is a no niggers country. Black people, that thing is still there. That
Also,
you're not
they
bigger
do-
than me.
So, Yes.
And there's too many, the black people are very few. You go to Los Angeles, you go to Kansas City. Actually, to be sincere, when I left in January, I went back to US. You know what I did? Even with all those degrees, I went and bought myself a truck.
Oh, you bought yourself a truck.
Yeah, a big truck. I still have it. It's a Kenyan who is driving it right now.
So with the money you made from working in campus?
No, from the streets.
Okay, so from the streets.
From the streets, bro. No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. With a pen. With a pen. Kwa kalamu. Kwa kalamu. It's legit, But you see, tracking. A lot of Kenyans, when they go to US, people hate tracking. They say, however, ni dereva wa lori wewe acha kwenda. But there's a lot of money in that. And you have a lot of freedom where nobody is, coming, laying it down on you, because you don't want to be pushed aloud. You're Dr. Kengoli. You don't want to be pushed aloud by anybody in this world. But to
You
come
don't
back
want to be pushed around. Na ukikwama lori yako. Ukikwama kwa barabara.
ukikoma kwa barabara,
Don't touch my truck. I don't want to be
si
pushed
utalala
around.
hapo.
Because you don't want to be pushed around. Msisukume gari yangu.
Utalala hapo.
Okay.
But, US is beautiful. It's beautiful.
So you made the biggest paycheck you've had is from trucking.
No, really, but you make, in trucking, one time I remember I made $5,000 in 1 week.
500,000
No,
shillings.
well, is that 500,000?
Yes. It looks like I'm the one living in the US. But
Oh yeah, it's 500,000. My mind was somewhere else.
okay.
In 1 week. You see? But the most money I made at one time is 70,000 US dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 7 million Kenya shillings going by the exchange rate, yes,
Yeah.
from nothing to a point where you can make 7 million Kenya
Oh,
shillings.
yeah, and even much more. Because now you come to understand the system. You have to understand the system. Once you understand the system, you can use it to your advantage. Capitalism. You see, Kenyans, problem we have here is we don't understand capitalism.
Make us understand.
I don't want to be... Do you want the truth?
Please.
Capitalism is a system of stealing. It's a legalized way of stealing. Where did capitalism come from? It came from someone coming here and taking your lads away. You know? We can go back to 1952. Were you born? I can tell.
The story is interesting. I want to hear this.
Yeah, you see, this story of Mau Mau, we don't even understand it. And we don't bother to know what it was and why these guys were dying. I've been homeless in the US, sleeping on concrete. These Mau Mau guys, they were the Ahoy, the people who were comfortable. They could not go to the forest and fight. These are the people who did not have lads. These are the people who were displaced. They are the ones who fought the Muzungu. Now, Muzungu came and took the lad, which is a fact. It's a fact. A lot of people were left without the lad. Capitalism started there, stealing. We go to America. We have lead Indians. America was not for white people. It was for people who were called lead Indians. And actually, they are not even Indians. They are Native Americans. You know why they call them Indians?
No.
Because Christopher Columbus, he's a liar.
Oh, so you listen to weed music too?
I'm a legend, man.
Okay.
Huh? I'm a legend guy. Christopher Columbus was trying to find India through another way. He went to the west. He was trying to go to India through the west. Because India, call it the bread basket of Europe. Before he got to India, he finds America. The people he met there, he's calling them Indians. They're Native Americans. But that story of America and Kenya is the same thing. These people today, if you go to America, they were pushed away from their lands. And it was taken away. Beautiful lands. Where Miguna stays over there, Ontario. Miguna. You can, they call it Niagara Falls. If you go see that place, you'll be like, wow, if it was me, I would also have stolen this land. That's how people were pushed. That's how capitalism came into place.
So for you to succeed, you have the mind to steal. Like you have to be a capitalist.
Oh yeah, you gotta be a capitalist. But it's not stealing. It's a legalized
Steal.
way of stealing. I can see what's happening in Kenya. I see it. I see what the judges, I see all these song colleagues.
So what did you legally steal so that you can actually get to the levels that you did?
The system. I understood the system. I stole education. I became smart. You have to be a very good communicator. Okay? You cannot just say the truth. One time I remember I said the truth on the streets, and a guy really hate me. Punch. A guy from Zimbabwe. Punch me. He was doing some business on the street. And I realized, you know, that's capitalism too. There are a lot of people who never work. Even in America.
He punched you, but that was after you have graduated, as in you didn't need your brain, as in that.
Oh, no. Oh, by the way, you know what? After that, that's when I realized these degrees of mine. It's a guy who told me, you know, you come to America, you do these sciences, you do these engineering degrees, but you're becoming a slave. He told me the real people do the geography, the history, the fine arts. I felt so bad about myself with those degrees. And, you know, I'm watching American shows and I was asking myself, what do you want to do? I wanted to become a politician. I started reading about Martin Luther King, started reading about Aristotle, Machiavelli, 48 Laws of Power, you know, philosophy, Karl Marx, Nietzsche, Friedrich Nietzsche. By the way, let me ask the audience, Friedrich Nietzsche, what is he famous for? He said God is dead. Philosopher, God is dead. That's how Germany and Europe decided, you know, oh, God is dead. Okay, we are the God. They're gonna come to America, give people blankets that have smallpox. Same case applied here. We can go back to Mau Mau. You know, I see a lot of similarities with this capitalism in America, in Kenya. And since we're on this story of Mau Mau, there's a song that they sing in Nyeri. Say, Daunyokete giuma kwa wainga, daunyokete giuma kwa wainga, Jesu akejoya, kehubaguo. So me, I'm growing up listening to that song. But just recently, I understood that what that song was about. Wainga was a doctor, a traditional doctor. The Muzungu has come to my place in Nyeri, and he has realized that I can take the lad away from this nigger. I can even take his freedom away. But that is not enough. He is still strong with the way he worships. Gona in Kikuyu. Muzungu realized that if I can change how he worships, I've controlled this man. And up to today, that's what was taken away.
Okay. So for someone who needs to go to America now, how much do you need to survive?
In America?
Yes.
You don't worry about surviving in America. You need to get there. Put your foot.
As in, I'm asking for someone who doesn't have the support of pickpockets, someone who starts from scratch. You just have yourself. You need to go to America and probably start a life. How much backup do you need?
Money-wise, you just need to pay the fare. You just need to pay the ticket and get yourself a visa.
And get to Chicago.
Well,
who do you look for? Who do you look for ukishuka Chicago?
Don't worry. Let me tell you something. Anybody you meet in America, they want to help. You can even go to America and say, hey, can I have $20? They'll give you 40. At the end of the day, you're going to find someone giving you money. I went to Hollywood after realizing that these science degrees, no. I looked at myself, I started doing stand-up comedy. I did it in Dallas, Texas for 4 years. Going to the clubs. Trying, now I've realized, I can make people laugh. Wait a minute. I have something that I can use to relate myself to the baby in diapers and to the grandmother. Like that range, comedy gets the entire range. But computer science, all I'm doing is programming, sitting in front of the computer. A doctor or someone who is working as, they're just wiping ass the whole day, then go back home. I realized comedy is big. I didn't even know what I was getting into. So I go to Hollywood without knowing where I'm going. Same way I left Kenya, went to America without knowing where I'm going.
As in, you went to Hollywood? Hollywood is what we imagine it to be. Like, when you go to Hollywood, I believe it's a city, right?
Yes.
You can show up, who are you here for? Say, mnaweza nitia Jackie Chan. Can you do that?
Jackie Chan is dead.
Yes?
Is it? Well, I'm not sure, but I think
No.
his
Jackie
his
Chan
nemesis was who? The guy who was fighting?
No, Bruce Lee. You're
Bruce
confusing
Lee
for Bruce Lee. Like, you can go, if everyone in America is willing to help, you just show up at Hollywood, like we see in the movies, we say, man, okay, but let's watch Jackie Chan is Semenitie Van Damme, as in, you know him. Can you do that?
Good luck with that. Now the thing is, you see, everybody wanna go to Hollywood, including you. So you have a problem of population. And people who don't have houses, who just sleep on the side of the road. A lot of them who are trying to take that opportunity. Oh, you give money over here, okay. So they come from everywhere. And you know US, is most areas are cold.
Also, you can actually apply to travel as a beggar because you say as in you can.
That's a profession. That's $100,000 profession, begging.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. But you know what? You're going to get a lot of, you might get slapped.
But you make money.
You don't want to be slapped by nobody because of money.
So they slap beggars there. Because I want to say the most.
No, you're sleeping on the side of the law. Nobody's going to give you respect. You are begging. Nobody's going to give you respect that much. They'll give you money, but, you see in Kenya, you come here and you find people who are saying, just give me a job, anything. No, life does not work like that. You need to know what makes you happy and go for that. Because if you can, we need to change this society to make sure these kids know, because they are good, they have talent. There is one area that they can use, and they put pleasure in that area, like what I did in comedy. At the end of the day, they're going to rise above everyone else.
Okay. So there's one thing I'm trying to get out of you. Moja tu.
Yes.
Someone who dreams, who wants to live the American dream.
Yes.
A young Kenyan who wants to travel to the US. They probably can't raise the fare fees.
Sure.
Or the fare charges. On getting to America.
Yes.
Where do they start? And what are the guarantees?
There's some few basics of life. You see, some of these gradual things, you have to do them with the people. This is not just, you're doing it for the society. Somehow, some way, people will still have to come and help you.
Okay.
Now, work hard. Today we have internet. Make so many friends, even from America. You might end up finding someone like me, if I like you that good, I'll pay the $1,000 for you to come. Hustle the visa. If you can hustle the visa, you are done. Air ticket, even here in Kenya, you'll find someone, even if it's not here in Kenya, somewhere, you find someone to pay your fare.
One way or another?
Yeah, be a nice person. Just be a nice person. Work hard. Believe in God. Don't go screaming people. It's going to happen.
But kama you've had the confidence ya kuproduce vipogoyo for the American for the American economy, how comes they didn't deport you?
Well, they cannot afford to deport me. I'm too important for them to deport me by now. I present.
You're too important that you can actually create your own people with disabilities. And there's still
the medicine that I give, the lot of medicine that I give, like you do,
yes,
it heals a lot of people.
So they've tried to arrest you, kachekesha police, and I'm
Not once. Not once. If you see my videos, I do a lot of Facebook Live.
Yes.
And, one time I didn't have no fear. I would go and meet police arresting a black person, and I'd be like, hey, what has he done? Then they're on the video.
Yes.
And before you know, because they're also doing some crazy things to the person they're arresting, I'll be like, oh, who is this guy? They just let the guy go.
For real?
Yeah.
And how long does it take to acquire the American accent, like to be a full nigger? How long does it take to be a full nigger? Like you have blended in properly.
Well, the first thing you have to do is do like what Obama went to teach the Americans. You know that half-step walk?
Yes.
Like
Yeah. Okay.
Then don't hang around Kenyans.
No, for real.
Yeah, you hanging around the same people as you. You are seeing your mirror all the time. You was given a chance to go to United States of America. Then you're going to go hang around your people?
So if you want to be a full American, avoid Kenyans.
Go hang out with the niggers over there. And whatever they do, if it's this, do it with them. If you go to Rome,
Do what the Romans do.
but not if you come to Kenya. Don't do like Kenyans.
So your rule of life is avoid Kenyans at all costs. Avoid Kenyans everywhere.
No, don't see. You have fled sometimes. And this Fred is like you. It's like you are Miller. You know? Change. Move away from them.
But they say Mwachamila ni mtumwa.
True. But the other person is not, you know, that is not your Miller. You can do your Miller by yourself. The thing is, you hang around one person, one type of group for a very long time, and you're never going to move up. You know? White men, when they came here, they say, these Africans never go beyond the village mentality. That is true.
So you consider the American culture more superior than Kenyans?
I don't think it's superior. This is what I think. The white men took over the world. Somehow they were first. They were first to the system. They even came, you know, they took the lands. The thing is the land. There's the earth. They took it. So now, whether you jump up, become a pastor, go to the street, do whatever, go do PhDs, I don't know how many, you still come back to the land. If you don't have the land.
Okay. Sawa. Minimum wage in the US is higher compared to Kenya.
Yes.
And so is the cost of living, I presume?
The cost of living too.
That's by asking how much you need to survive, how much do you need to make to live a comfortable life in America? That's what I mean.
That's a very good question. You know, life is funny. You can be homeless. You can be homeless in America and have a plan to save money. And being homeless is a state of mind. Because like me, I was sleeping, you know, I was homeless for 1.5 years in Hollywood, following comedy.
Like Hollywood, the Hollywood we know.
The Hollywood you know.
Homeless inamaanisha kulala kwa barabara, so you sleep on the road. Naona Tom Cruise anapita, but you don't have like a house.
That is true.
Wow.
That is true. That is very true. I remember one time I'm in Hollywood. You know, Hollywood is so beautiful, man. The stars, Walk of Fame. You know, the movies, that's where the movies started. You see this entertainment in Kenya?
Nothing.
There is 6 studios in the world that control the Netflix, the whoever. They are in Hollywood, all of them.
Yes.
But that place, man, is brutal. It's very brutal. LA is brutal. The black man started with the long foot. Black people don't have money like that over there. But yes, you have some money to live on. But, you know, you're not killing it. You're not killing all the money. But if you want to go to Hollywood, Dr. Kengori, you know, get ready to become homeless.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you're going to make it.
So how much money do you need to survive?
You actually don't even need money. You don't need money. You need to be there. You need to be there first because you can make $10 an hour. Right now, by the way, people make $15 an hour. Okay?
Okay.
But it depends on the kind of house you are living. You can reduce your life. You can reduce your life, live in a very cheap place.
So
very
if you,
cheap way.
if you can make $15 an hour, for example, that's, let me do my conversion, that's 1,500 shillings, 10 hours at 15,000 per day, and you sleep outside and eat at work, okay?
Yes, you can do that, and you can have your money. And sleeping outside, you don't have to sleep on the street. Me, I used to go to a restaurant. And the guys who are working in this restaurant, you know, had the smoke with them. So I become a part and parcel of them. So I go there at 11 after coming from school. At the corner over there in one of the seats, I'll be like, for 5 hours.
And you're okay.
Wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, take a shower. Man.
How long did you go to the gym?
I've been going to the gym for a minute. I don't look like I go to the gym.
No, I did not say that. but hey, you mentioned smoke a lot. You've met Snoop Dogg.
No, but I used to live in the same hood.
With Snoop Dogg?
With Snoop Dogg.
Like same hood?
Yeah, if I really wanted to see the nigga, I bet you I'll see him.
But you didn't want to see him?
I did not want to see him.
Like you voluntarily said, I know Snoop Dogg, but nah.
No, I don't want to see him, man, because, you know, I'm a part and parcel of the system. I want him to come look for me.
You want Snoop Dogg to look for you?
Not just Snoop, everybody, because of what I've gone through. I don't want to believe that someone else is superior than me. You see, one problem with artists, oh, I want to go meet so-and-so. No! Work your way. Let them come look for you.
You want Jay-Z to look for the king
Of
of
course.
Come
To
with
look
his,
for JoJo
book
Showcali.
for an appointment with you with his wife, Beyonce.
Sure.
You want to see the king of Zamunda.
Very soon it better happen. Because you know what Bob Marley said? Money is just numbers. I got something that they don't have. These are the people, they don't know JoJo Showcali like that. JoJo Showcali is the one who is coming tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Sawa sawa. Asante sana, JoJo Showcali. Final remarks. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I'm looking at my people over here. Hey, it's going to be all right. This is how I do my live shows. That's how it starts.
Yes, yes, yes.
What's clack and in the hood, my people? Look at you. Give me a clap now. Is that all you can do? You did not come for job application. You can do that. Hey! He's Hollywood. He's Hollywood.
Thank you.
We need to take you to Hollywood so that we can get our cloud too, man.
Yeah.
We need a lot of Kenyans traveling. We gotta get out of the village mentality. You see Eritrea?
Yes.
Eritrea has architecture that is more than Europe. But our people never travel. So you keep sitting here. If you come from here, go to Eritrea, right here, you will see things that you'll never see in Europe. But our people don't travel. Christianity was started in Ethiopia, right here, somewhere you can walk. But the white man has to come all the way from Europe, come take it, customize it, then give it back to you in a way they want to control you.
If you hate the white man that much, why did you go to his
Oh, I love them. I date them too. I date their women.
No.
You go to the Makaragi, yeah.
I'm talking about the white man, not their women. Of course.
You see, I have family now because I have a daughter.
Yes.
Okay, not with a white girl.
But that's a very clear distinction. I'm told that the white women is where you draw the line. Child support?
Child support is easy. That's, when you hear when you hear about child support, you think it's this devil that's coming to eat you. No, you need to work hard to come up with that money.
Then why are you afraid of white women?
I'm not. I'm not afraid at all. I am a part of, I'm a part and parcel of their system.
Yes.
The thing is, you see in US.
You don't date in the system.
Oh no, I date them too. I date them too. But nigga is black. There's something I cannot get from them. The people who accepted me when I went to US, the people I hanged up with, the people I identified with,
are the people you make babies
they're
with.
the black Americans. I went to go there and get a PhD, but the black Americans took me to the hood. Look at me now. I was turned into a pimp.
Okay.
But we come into politics, though. I'm going to run for Nyeri, Member of Parliament. I need your votes, my people, now.
Okay. Congratulations and all the best in that.
Thank you, Dr. Kingori.
Karibu sana.
You speak Embu?
Yes.
Wana wakinya kwa muru wa viovu?
Atedwe.
Wana wakinya kwa muru wa viovu?
Muru wa ndwe.
Muru wa viovu.
Muru wa viovu.
Wana wakinya kwa muru wa viovu? Mondo urekanu wa kavyo ni avolie.
No, that's not Kiembu. That's not Kiembu. That's Kirinyaga. That's Kirinyaga for my boy Deno's place.
Oh, so he's
yes,
getting this.
Yeah. Kiembu we would have flowed.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
No soke sukuru reu.
Havana.
Odio thome Kiembu.
Hell no, man. Right now, by the way, let me give them something.
Yeah.
You can get all the books you want in this world. Nowadays, we have internet. Go to this website. Weka hii kwa kichwa. Z-Library. L-I-B. Z-lib.org. Go register. every book you have ever wanted to read, my people. Let's put some wisdom. Angalia. Every book you ever wanted to read, you find it there, and you can download. Free of charge.
Asante sana. That's a very good place to actually end it, and I actually encourage you to check out books. Books can really touch your life, and they can really impact you in a very special way. Asante sana. Let's hear it for the king of Zamunda, JoJo Showcali. Asante sana. Sawa. That's it for the weekend edition. See you next time. My name is Dr. Kingori.